Don't let sleep catch you unprepared, like a soldier going into battle. Marcus Aurelius. Before you close your eyes and drift into the world of dreams, ask yourself this one powerful question. Did I live today with intention? Not just busyness, not just going through the motions, but did I live with purpose, presence, and principle? Because how you end your day determines how you face the next one. In the silence of the night, when the noise fades and the world slows down, your mind has a rare opportunity to reset, to reflect, to realign with the deeper mission of your life. And that's exactly what the Stoics trained for. To end each day not with regret, but with readiness. Not with fear, but with clarity. Not with distraction, but with discipline. Welcome to Stoic Spirit, where we turn ancient Stoic wisdom into modern power. If you believe in becoming stronger, calmer, and more intentional every single day, then subscribe to the channel and join this growing community of modern-day warriors walking the Stoic path. Tonight, I'll share 7 Stoic habits you should practice every night to find inner peace, strengthen your character, and sleep like a warrior who has nothing to fear. Let's begin. 1. Review your day without judgment. The Stoics saw each day as a training ground for virtue, and every night they returned to the same sacred ritual, reflection. Not to punish themselves, but to refine themselves. Because how you end the day says everything about how you're growing through life. Before you go to sleep, find a moment of stillness. Turn off the lights, put away the distractions, and sit alone with yourself. Not as a judge, but as a witness. A wise observer of your own life. Think of it as a spiritual inventory, an honest accounting of the soul. Ask yourself, did I act with courage today, or did I let fear speak for me? Did I respond with kindness, or react with ego? Did I choose discipline, or did I give in to distraction? Did I keep my composure in the face of discomfort, or did I let emotions take the wheel? Where did I fall short of the person I want to become? And what small step can I take tomorrow to do better? Don't try to fix anything in this moment. Just observe. Bring your attention to the truth, because truth is where growth begins. This reflection is not meant to break you down, but to build you up. It's not self-criticism. It's self-alignment. Seneca himself practiced this every evening. He wrote, "When the light has been removed and my wife has fallen silent, I examine my entire day and go back over what I've done and said." He didn't seek perfection. He sought awareness. He knew that character is not shaped in the spotlight, but in the quiet moments when no one is watching. And here's the power of it. When you make this a daily practice, you stop drifting. You begin to live on purpose. Because you're no longer running on autopilot, you're becoming the author of your life. You are not a product of your habits. You are a product of your awareness of those habits. This is where mastery begins. Not in the morning, not during the chaos of the day, but at night, in stillness, in honesty, in self-review. Review your day without judgment, and over time, you will begin to rewrite your destiny. 2. Practice negative visualization. As strange as it may sound, one of the most powerful Stoic habits you can practice before bed is to imagine loss. This is the practice of premeditation malorum, the premeditation of evils. The Stoics didn't avoid thinking about what could go wrong. They embraced it, not to live in fear, but to live in appreciation. They understood that nothing is truly ours, not forever. So tonight, before sleep takes you, pause and reflect. Imagine waking up tomorrow and finding that something or someone is no longer there. The sound of your partner's voice, the comfort of your own body, the ability to see, to walk, to speak, even the softness of your pillow or the roof over your head. Now ask yourself, have I been taking these things for granted? Have I loved them fully, consciously, or have I rushed past them, assuming they would always be there? You're not doing this to torment your mind. You're doing it to open your heart. When you visualize loss, even for just a moment, you sharpen your appreciation. You realize how fragile and fleeting life is, and how lucky you are to be exactly where you are, with exactly what you have. This practice prepares you, not for tragedy, but for reality. It builds resilience. It reduces entitlement. It brings you back to the present, where gratitude lives. Gratitude doesn't come from having more. It comes from needing less and seeing clearly what you already have. Most people go to sleep carrying complaints, but the Stoic trains himself to fall asleep carrying gratitude, not because everything is perfect, but because he understands how easily it could all be taken away. So imagine loss, not to become cold, but to become warm, not to numb yourself, but to awaken your soul, because the things you love the most are not guaranteed to be there tomorrow, and that is exactly why you must cherish them tonight. And when you live with this depth of awareness, your love becomes more real, your presence becomes more vivid, and your sleep becomes more peaceful, because your heart is no longer asleep to the miracle of what already is. 3. Detach from the outcome. At night, it's time to release the day, not because it didn't matter, but because it has already served its purpose. Whatever went wrong, let it go. Whatever didn't go your way, accept it. Whatever outcome you're still clinging to, remind yourself with full conviction, this too is outside my control. The Stoics taught that suffering is not caused by events themselves, but by our attachment to outcomes. You wanted to impress someone, and they didn't notice. You hoped for a win and received a setback. You tried your best and still fell short. The mind wants to hold on, replaying, rewriting, resisting. But you are not your results, you are your effort, your integrity, your intention. And once the action is done, the only wise thing left is to let go. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The day is over. The outcome is sealed. You've done what you could, now return to yourself. Detach, not because you don't care, but because you care deeply about the right things. Your character, your choices, your inner peace. That's what's yours. That's where your power lives. So tonight, unhook your mind from the world. Pull back your energy from things beyond your control. Don't carry results into bed with you. Carry wisdom. Carry stillness. Because freedom is not found in controlling everything. It's found in releasing what never belonged to you in the first place. 4. Set an intention for sleep. Don't let sleep be random. Don't let it be the collapse at the end of exhaustion. Let it be sacred, a conscious descent into stillness. Set a Stoic intention for your rest, not just to drift off, but to recalibrate your soul. Tell yourself, tonight I sleep to renew myself. I will surrender fully, knowing I lived with honor today. My mind will rest because I acted with virtue. These are not empty affirmations. They are contracts between you and your higher self. Most people fall asleep with anxiety, unfinished thoughts, regrets, but the Stoic chooses to close the day with purpose and open the door to restoration. Because to rest well is to live well, and to sleep well is a skill, one that begins with intention. Set the tone. This rest is not an escape. It is an alignment. It is your way of returning to nature's rhythm, of respecting the balance between action and surrender. The Stoics believed each night could be your last, not in a morbid way, but in a way that makes you wake up to life. So sleep not in fear, but in readiness. If tomorrow comes, you'll rise stronger, and if it doesn't, you'll go to rest with honor. Let your sleep reflect your inner discipline. Even in stillness, the Stoic mind is awake to truth. Even in dreams, the Stoic spirit is aligned with virtue. So tonight, don't collapse. Close the day, complete it, and step into sleep like a warrior returning to camp, worn but undefeated. 5. Embrace silence and stillness. In the final hour before sleep, what you feed your mind matters more than most people realize. Too many of us fall asleep under a storm of stimulation, news headlines, bright screens, shallow content, mental clutter. But the Stoic understands that peace is a discipline, not a luxury. So before bed, step away from the noise. No more news, no more scrolling, no more stimulation. Disconnect. Not to escape the world, but to return to yourself. Let stillness be your sanctuary. Let silence be your mentor. As Epictetus said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. In other words, let others stay entangled in distraction. Let them chase noise, validation, entertainment. You seek the quiet that sharpens the soul. Find a simple ritual. Maybe it's sitting on the floor with the lights dimmed. Maybe it's lighting a candle and closing your eyes. No fanfare, no pressure, just presence. Sit in silence. Observe your thoughts. Let them pass without clinging to them. Breathe. Feel your body come down from the chaos of the day. Let your nervous system return to its natural rhythm, the one nature designed for restoration. This stillness is not emptiness. It's where the soul returns to clarity. It's where you remember what matters and who you truly are beneath the noise. You are not your inbox. You are not your to-do list. You are not your reputation or your productivity. You are something deeper, something that only silence can show you. And in this silence, something powerful happens. You stop chasing and you start remembering. You remember your values, your vision, your virtues. Each night, give yourself the gift the world will never hand you: stillness. And from that stillness, you'll rise stronger, more focused, and more anchored in who you are. 6. Revisit Stoic teachings. There's something sacred about nighttime. The world quiets, the ego softens, and the mind, if open, becomes fertile ground for wisdom. That's why night is the perfect time to reconnect with Stoic teachings, not just as theory, but as living guidance. Pick one quote, just one. Not 10 pages, not a chapter, one sentence, and let it enter you slowly. For example, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius. Don't just read it, reflect on it. Ask yourself, where did I encounter resistance today? What was the obstacle? How did I respond? Could that very obstacle become my training ground? You can journal about it if that helps you anchor the insight. Or simply close your eyes and turn it over in your mind like a precious stone. Feel it in your bones. These quotes are not meant to be consumed. They are meant to transform. And they only do that when you slow down long enough to let them take root. Because Stoicism is not just a philosophy. It's a companion, a friend you carry into the darkest rooms of your life, a voice that reminds you of strength when you feel weak, a map when you feel lost. Let it whisper to you as you fall asleep. Let it shape your dreams, your thoughts, your spirit. While your body rests, let your mind be nourished by truth. And the beauty is, over time, these teachings become part of you. In moments of challenge, they'll rise to the surface. In moments of temptation, they'll hold you back. In moments of fear, they'll call you forward. So tonight, trade the noise for wisdom. One sentence, one reflection, one shift in perspective, and you just might wake up with more clarity than you've had in weeks. 7. Practice Amor Fati, even in dreams. As your body begins to relax, as the weight of the day starts to melt from your shoulders, take a deep breath and mentally repeat this simple but powerful phrase. Amor Fati, I love what is. Not what could have been, not what should have happened, not some polished version of your plans. What is. Right here, right now. Let those words settle into your body. Let them sink beneath your thoughts and into your bones. Let them wrap around your heart like a warm, ancient truth. Amor Fati is not passive acceptance. It is radical alignment. It is the bold choice to say, this is my path, this is my storm, this is my story, and I will love it, not despite the chaos, but because of it. Think of the frustrations that visited you today. The delays, the disappointments, the rejections, the moments you didn't understand. What if they weren't mistakes? What if they were perfectly placed, precisely crafted for your growth? The Stoics didn't believe in resisting fate. They believed in partnering with it, as if fate were not your enemy, but your trainer, sharpening your character, testing your resolve, revealing your strength. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it." That's Amor Fati, taking what life throws at you and using it as fuel for greatness. So tonight, before you drift into sleep, don't carry complaints, don't carry regrets, carry reverence, carry acceptance. Carry this sacred love for your life in all its unpredictability. If the day was painful, let it teach you. If it was joyful, let it humble you. If it was ordinary, let it remind you that even the mundane is a miracle. You are exactly where you're meant to be, not one step behind, not one experience short. You have not missed your path. You are standing in it. The Stoic doesn't just endure fate. He dances with it, he walks with it, he transforms it, he blesses it, and then he rests, knowing that nothing can shake a soul that is aligned with truth. So as sleep takes you, repeat it once more. Amor Fati, I love what is. and in that spirit, drift into dreams, not as an escape, but as a return to the deepest trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it must. Your night is your temple, your sleep is your sanctuary, and your mind, if trained, becomes your greatest ally. Each evening is not an ending, but a sacred threshold, a chance to return to yourself, to clear what no longer serves you, to plant seeds of stillness, strength, and self-mastery. These Stoic habits aren't just bedtime rituals, they are tools to transform your inner world, slowly, quietly, powerfully. So I ask you now, which of these habits will you start tonight? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're building your Stoic evening ritual. If this video brought you clarity, peace, or purpose, I invite you to like the video and subscribe to Stoic Spirit. Your support helps this channel grow and helps more people discover the power of ancient wisdom in a modern world. Thank you, truly, for spending these minutes with me. I'm grateful you're here, walking this path of inner strength, reflection, and resilience. Until next time, let go, rest deep, and rise like a Stoic.